Oh, I almost forgot this. Let me put these on. Let me shorten them a little bit. I almost forgot. Okay, wait, no, my parents are almost home from their little trip, but I know this hair is gonna be a problem already. Let's tuck like this, yeah. Control freak mode. Alright, cool. Where was I? My parents are gonna be home super soon, but I'm seeing if I can squeeze in an episode. Okay, where am I? Okay, he easily jumps across the ass crack and then beckons everyone else. Legolas, what are you waiting for? Suddenly something spills on Pippin from above. Pippin, I'm hit! Mary looks up. They're pissing on us. Orcs above. Evil laughing. Gandalf, see guys? He jumps across like Legolas. But I can imagine Gandalf doing like a magical like split leap, like a perfect leap. Bunny's jaws drop. Gandalf, what? I'm a wizard. Sam, hurry, I see them tying off water balloons up there. Ew. Boromir, scoot over, I'm coming. Mary, take us with you. Again, like in the snow, Mary and Perry take full advantage of Boromir as a conveyance vehicle. Only this time they run up his jacket and cling onto his chest, looking like a couple of double Dolly Partons. I was gonna draw that. I should draw it. Maybe later. Boromir. No, it ain't a good look for me. That's like huge tits. Like, that's like really top heavy. He leaps across and, in parentheses, somehow, doesn't topple over. Aragorn, hot potato. He throws Sam across. Oh my god. This is the problem when you parody something like literally like line for line, step by step. The other Tallies catch Sam and toss him around in between them like a keep-away sack lunch. Tallies, hot potato, Sam, weirded out emoji face. Oh my god, that was my niece's though, especially my one niece. She would fucking love that. That would like make her fucking day. Aragorn, hot pumpkin. He tries to grab Gimli, but Gimli puts out his hand like a stop sign. Gimli, I may be a hot, sexy pumpkin, but I am an independent, liberated pumpkin. No one tosses me. He grabs a spear off the ground that just randomly happened to be there. Maybe an orc dropped it or something, I don't know. I don't think he would have dropped it. They would have thrown it at them. Anyway, he grabs a spear and then runs and pole vaults across the chasm. Woo! It literally says woo. I like how my past self put, like, cheers and everything in here. Gimli lands. Stuck it, yeah! Just then, the ground crumbles away below his feet. Legolas grabs him just in time. Legolas, saved your life! Gimli, grumbles. Okay, all this time the Balrog is coming and the orcs are continuing to try and piss on them and shoot them with arrows, but they're really bad at aiming, so who even gives a shit? But, all of a sudden, all the ruckus causes a giant-ass stalactite to fall from the ceiling and chop their little bridge/pathway thing in half, making the chasm, all caps, even bigger and more impossible to jump across, and, all caps, on top of all that, Frodo and Aragorn are the only ones left on the other, in parentheses, bad, side. Got all that? Oh, and I'll have a side of coleslaw to go. Oh my god. Frodo, what are we gonna do? Sam, we shouldn't have drawn this scene out so long. We should have just jumped first chance. Yes, when I was watching this movie recently with my parents, I was saying how even though I love the movie for all its faults and stupid bullshit, and I don't complain seriously about it, there is definitely a lot of stupid shit and meme bullshit, and I was just like, in my opinion, this scene with the rock tipping around and them trying to balance it with their weight is like the dumbest fucking scene because it has no purpose to the storyline. It adds literally nothing and it's not exciting to me. Like, it wasn't even exciting the first time. I mean, it was slightly more exciting the first time because I didn't know where it was going, but still wasn't that exciting, and it's just kind of like a time waster. But anyway, Legolas to Aragorn and Frodo, hands on his hips. It had to be y'all, huh? It just had to be y'all. Why is he saying y'all? You know how I feel about that. That's my pet peeve. One of them. One of the many. Many, many. I mean, honestly, if it was anyone else, we could have just left them behind. But no, it's the two fucking main characters with your big-ass eyes and your black-ass hair. That's another one of those ass things. I didn't even notice that. Frodo leaps into Aragorn's arms. We're gonna die. The platform they're on creaks and sways, ready to just plummet down into the abyss at any moment like the ship from the Poseidon Adventure. Aragorn, quick Frodo, let's Distribute our weight. How good are you at trig? I've never ever done trig in my life. Ever. It was an option in my high school, I think, like an advanced class, but I was like, fuck that. I can barely even take normal shit. What? And in college, no fucking way. You know what? Because I went to UC Santa Cruz. I don't know if they might have changed it by now, but in 2008 slash 2009 and 10, which is when I was there, like, it was like, for general ed, like, they had, like, for, you know, they had these little letter codes for everything that you had to do for, no matter what your major was, everybody had to do, like, this general ed, you know? And, like, for math, they had this thing Q, which means qualifier, or quantifier, something like that. I think probably quantifier, something like that. And basically, I got out of math entirely, since my major was linguistics. I got out of math entirely by taking astronomy, which has a lot of math, but it's not technically a math class, and I still barely understood shit in that class. But anyways, where was I? They run all around like crazy on the platform until it finally balances out under their weight. That's actually funny. I imagine them just running in circles. Frodo, oh, that was close. Just then one of the orcs' piss balloons lands on the platform and unbalances it again. Oh my god. This is really dragging. Frodo and Aragorn, motherfucker! Oh my god, and I don't have it. Once again, I don't have booze to drink. Gandalf, swing over. Aragorn, that's it, Frodo, do what you do when you're trying to swing on a swing and there's no one around to push you. Oh my god, this is kind of ESL bullshit, this. They stand at the front of the platform and jump up and down like retards. The platform tips forward, colliding into the other side and sending them flying into their friends. And that wasn't, like, doing the leg pumping either, like, which I'm assuming is what he was trying to describe. Like, that's just, oh, I don't know, whatever. Okay, blah, blah, colliding into the other side and sending them flying into their friends. Frodo knocks the other bunnies down like bowling pins, and Aragorn falls into Legolas, ending up mouth to mouth. Oh my god! And I didn't even slash them. I think they're okay as a couple, but I never really was like that into slashing them. Legolas, woo! I see what Arwen likes about you now. Aragorn wipes his mouth off. Don't tell her. Which is, I don't imagine that to be true either. I imagine every single one of them to be like disgusting. Like like cave people. Legolas, hey, like Eminem said, it's not cheating if you trip, fall, land on it. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. I haven't thought about that song forever. Gandalf, hey assholes, let's go to the bridge. At long last, everyone is running to the bridge. Damn, hopefully they don't come across any busy streets or anything. Okay, at last they come to the bridge and go across. The plumes of fire and brimstone are coming up. Oh my god, you guys, it's the part you've all been waiting for. It's Godzilla. It's the rhino from James and the Giant Peach. It's ... the Balrog. Balrog roars. Roar. Gandalf to everyone, get out of here, I'll handle this. Aragorn, no, we're family. We fight together, we die together. Holds up his sword. Gandalf, man, get your sappy ass out of here with that shit. I said run. Aragorn, defeated beagle face. Oh, do you remember that meme where it's like the beagle puppy and it's just like that, and it's like, if I master this look, I can get anything I want, or something like that. Gandalf turns back to the Balrog. Okay, how do you want to do this? Balrog growls and puffs out smoke. I'm just like preemptively like cringing right now because I know this, whatever this is gonna be cringe. I don't even remember, but it has to be, right? Gandalf calmly lights a cigarette, throws the 20-sided dice. Balrog tilts head. Gandalf looks at the dice. Oh, look at that. It says I beat you. There's a moment of silence. Then all of a sudden, Gandalf grabs the staff and starts whipping the shit out of the Balrog. Oh my god. First he smacks it in the knee and brings it down to the floor. Then he just brutally starts whipping its ass like a scene straight out of Goodfellas or something. Everyone else is just staring from the other side of the bridge, looking on in disbelief. At last, Gandalf does an epic smackdown and golf club style knocks the whole Balrog right off the bridge. Oh my god. Everyone bursts out cheering as it sinks down into the abyss. Frodo, run, run, Gandalf! Everyone joins in, yelling at Gandalf to fucking get his ass moving, but he's taking his sweet time, flicking the ash off his cigarette and shit. Arrows from the orcs are falling all around, not all missing, of course. No one even notices them anymore. Why is my face red? See, it's not really red, it's just the lighting. I'm like, am I fucking sunburned? Boromir, Gandalf! Gimli, come on, run! Merry and Perry, run, run! Suddenly, then the Balrog leaps back up unexplainably out of the chasm. Oh my god, I imagine it, like, as if somebody hit rewind. Like, it literally just, like, anti-gravity, like, not even jumps out, but just, like, anti-gravity, like, reverses its, like, fall. Like, something from Tenet, you know, something like that. Where was I? Okay, and explain about the chasm. Oh my god, you didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, you did? Well, whatever. Balrog roars. Roar! Grabs Gandalf with its prehensile demonic tail. Oh my god. Gandalf looks down. ... Fuck. Everyone else speechless. I imagine him just be like, fuck. Because he's, like, purposely, like, knows this is gonna happen. That's what my dad said. Because I'm like, why is he so dumb as to just let himself be killed? My dad's like, oh, it's because, you know, he knows all past, present, and future, so he's just letting it happen, basically. Everyone else speechless. Gandalf looks at them. Baby birds gotta fly, right? With that, the Balrog falls back down, taking Gandalf with it. In a moment they have vanished, leaving just an empty bridge and a puff of smoke. Long moment of silence. Frodo falls to his knees, platoon style. Wah! That's not probably how it sounded, but I don't know, whatever. Legolas, ... small nod. My sentiments exactly. Oh my god, you know what? You know how I said I made a playlist of this, like, half of the movie, the back half of the movie? Like, I didn't realize how long the fucking, like, scenes in the mine are. Like, the scenes in the mine literally take, like, 4 or 5 songs, something like that. It's like, when they're outside, let me see if I can remember this by heart. Well, I remember before they go in, but then when they go in, it's, well, Dancing in the Dark was one of them. That song by, what's her face? Billie Eilish. Like, You Can See Me in the Crown, that song. And then, when they're fighting, it's that Nickelback song, Bottoms Up. And then, what else? Holy Diver, no, not Holy Diver, Heaven and Hell is the one for the Balrog fighting that whole, like, long chase and everything. Then when they get out of the mine, like this part right here, I put Less Than Strangers, but I might change that later to some other sad song. I don't know, it just seemed appropriate somehow. Where was I? Okay, yes, my sentiments exactly. Sam flops his head down in his hands, and an arrow flies right over his head. Aragorn, whoa, that was actually close. Come on, everyone, let's get the hell out of here. Boromir looks at Frodo crying on the floor. Come on, bunny, let's go. He tries to pick up Frodo, but Frodo turns and headbutts his thigh, giving him one of those Charlie horse things. Oh my god. Once again, that's something one of my nieces would do. Why is it called the Charlie horse? The world may never know. Boromir, I was being nice, you little shit. My sentiments exactly while babysitting. They all run out of the mines. Whoa, sunlight. They all squint and blink, blinded. And I like the fact that he, like, headbutted, though. They all squint and blink, blinded, and finally sit down on some rocks and shit outside. Okay, I feel like that can be taken 2 ways. You know what I mean. Too much slang. This is the effects of too much slang. I thought it was supposed to be 4 days until they got out. Well, whatevs. They ran really fast. Boromir, holy shit, you guys. Gandalf's, like, gone. He's really gone. Oh, yeah, is Boromir supposed to be having, like, a Valley Girl accent this whole time? I totally forgot. Legolas, yeah. And you know what else? I'm coming down off the trucker pills. Oh, no. Everyone, weirded out emoji face. Oh, my God, I have to show you this one. It's, like, big weirded out emoji face. It's shrinking, 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 Shrinking. Now we have a very slow, faded, tear-jerking scene where everyone goes from being fucked up to being fucked in the ass. Okay. Bunnies are sobbing to the point of dry heaving. Oh my god, that's horrible. Elves and dwarves, one of each, are pulling out their hair one by one and staring numbly into space, and humans, of which there are two, are laying against rocks and shaking back and forth. Yeah, that's pretty typical. All is some epically sad Hey, I just said that I put, Less Than Strangers, but it says here, some epically sad Tracy Chapman song plays. Yeah, just take your pick. That's fucking funny. I must have subconsciously, like, remembered that or something when I did the playlist. Several minutes later, Aragorn is pacing. You know what else is funny? I remember Hose of Liberty? Like, in the second Hose, like, I was gonna do, like, a trilogy, like, all three of them, you know? But I never did. And then, like, what would have been in the second Hose of Liberty, the sequel? Like, you know, fucking, like, Missy and, General Gage come to town, and, like, whatchamacallit, then they have that love triangle with JW and all that bullshit, and then basically, because I felt like in the real TV show / movie, whatever, it was just so lame and predictable, and it's just like, yes, of course this is the way it is, because fucking has no creativity. But in my version, I was gonna make it way more complex, where it's like, basically, like, to the public, they make it seem like Missy and General Gage, like, they make it seem like he's abusing her and that they don't really love each other. She's just, like, a prize wife that he, like, forced to marry him and stuff. And that's, like, their public image, but privately, they actually do love each other, and they're actually, like, a good, like, great match for each other, but they just kind of keep that private because for the sake of, like, you know, the big Illuminati plot, like, that they're following, like, that everybody's, like, you know, going for this, like, end goal, you know, and shit. They're playing it up like he's a bad guy and everything like that, because he has to create, like, he's basically committing a sacrifice because for the sake of this, like, bigger plan that everybody is, like, going forward towards from all sides, like, he has to ultimately be a bad guy in the public eye, even though he's not really. So, in the public eye, he, like, makes it look like he's, like, a total asshole, and him and Missy work together to make it look like she's being abused, and that, you know, she should run away with JW because he's helping her escape this bad relationship, but it's actually all, like, a ruse, like, all a fake plot. And then there's this one point in which, like, the same fucking song. I guess I just use this, I like this song and I use it for all fucking sad and sentimental sappy ass scenes. But yeah, Less Than Strangers is playing, and it's supposed to be ironic because it's like, they're not less than strangers. Like, him and Missy are actually, like, soulmates pretty much. Like, they work together, like, really well. But that's why they're the only ones who can pull off this plot that makes it look like they hate each other. So it's, like, actually kind of like a tragedy, like a twisted tragedy, you know? And so, like, basically, she's, like, cheating on him, but of course he knows about it because it's all a plan. But, you know, to the public eye, it looks like she's cheating / escaping with JW, and her and JW are in the forest, and General Gage separately goes out, like, hunting and stuff, and he has, like, his rifle, and also, you know how every character in the story is associated to an animal, and you know how JW is associated to a rabbit? So Missy is also associated to a rabbit to make them look more like they're supposed to be the right couple, and the general is a wolf to make it look like they're not, but, you know, I already explained it all. So, basically, JW and Missy are, like, in the woods on a date. Then General goes out there with his rifle, and then he's, like, hunting and everything, and then from, like, far away, or, like, from a point where he can see them, but they can't see him back, like, he's, like, looking, and then he has this moment where he almost decides to go back on the plan, and just for personal vengeance, like, to shoot JW, because he has the perfect opportunity to do it. But then, like, JW and Missy are, like, hugging, and then, you know, JW's back is to him, but Missy's, like, looking over JW's shoulder, so she's, like, facing towards the general, and she, like, sees him, and her and him like basically have like an exchange where he like lowers his rifle down, and then they kind of like smile like sadly at each other, like, oh, we wish we weren't caught up in this big like fucking plot, you know, like we could just be free to like actually love each other the way we really do. But you know, unfortunately, we're like stuck in this scenario, you know, where everybody has to like play their role, you know, for this like big fucking like plot that's going on. So yeah, and that's why it's ironic where it's like Less Than Strangers, where it's like they're pretending like he's bad for her, but in reality they're actually like better friends than most people are, and like it's more like her and JW who are closer to being strangers because he really doesn't know the real her, you know, and all that stuff. But anyway, okay.